Genius. Billionaire playboy, Tony Stark, who has inherited the defense contractor Stark Industries from his father, is in war tour in Afghanistan with his friend in military liaison, Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes, to demonstrate the new Jericho missile. The convoy's ambushed and Stark is critically wounded by one of his own rocket-propelled grenades. He is captured and imprisoned in a cave by the terrorist group. The 10 rings and an electromagnet is grafted into his chest by fellow captive Yen to keep the shrapnel shell shards that wounded him from reaching his heart and killing him. Stark and Yen secretly build a powerful electric generator called arc reactor to power Stark's electromagnet and a suit of powered armor to aid in their escape. Although they keep the suit hidden almost to completion. The 10 rings attack the workshop when they discover their intentions. Yen sacrifices himself to divert them while the suit powers up. The armored Stark battles his way out of the cave to find the dying Yen. Then in anger burns the 10 rings weapons and flies away, crashing in the desert and destroying the suit. After being rescued by Rhodes, Stark returns home and announces that his company will no longer manufacture weapons. Obadiah Stane, his father's old partner and the company's manager, advises Stark that this may ruin Stark Industries and his father's legacy in his home workshop. Stark builds an improved version of a suit as well as a more powerful arc reactor for his chest. Personal assistant Pepper Potts places the original reactor inside a small glass showcase though. Stane requests details. Stark keeps his work to himself at a charity event held by Stark Industries. Reporter Christine Everhart informs Stark that his company's weapons, including the Jericho, were recently delivered to the 10 rings and are being used to attack the home village. Gilmira Stark also learns Stane is trying to replace him as head of the company. Enraged by these revelations, Stark dons his new armor and flies to Afghanistan, where he saves the Insun village. While flying home, Stark is shot up by 2 F-22 Raptor fighter jets. He reveals a secret identity to Rhodes over the phone with an attempt to end the attack. Meanwhile, the 10 rings gather the pieces of Stark's prototype suit and meet with Stane, who subdued Raza with a sonic device and has the rest of the group killed. Stane has a new suit reverse engineered from the wreckage, seeking to find any other weapons delivered to the 10 rings. Stark sends Pepper to hack into the company computer system from Stan's office. She discovers Stane is being supplying the terrorist and hired the 10 rings to kill Stark. But the group reneged. Potts meets with Agent Phil Coulson enough SHIELD, a counterterrorism agency, to inform him of Stane's activities. Dan's scientist cannot duplicate Stark's a reactor. Sustain ambitious Stark at home and takes his. The Stark manages to get his original reactor to replace the taken one. Potts and several SHIELD agents attempt to arrest Stane, but he dons his suit and attacks them. Stark fights Stane, but is outmatched without his new reactor to run his suit at full capacity. I got
from nothing. Nothing is gonna stand in my way.
Atop the Stark Industries building and instructs Potts to overload the large arc reactor there. This unleashes a massive electrical surge that causes Stane in his armor to fall into the exploding reactor, killing him. The next day at a press conference, Stark admits to being the superhero. The
truth is, I am Iron Man.
And a press has dubbed Iron Man. The truth is, I am Iron Man. In a post-credit scene, SHIELD director Nick Fury visits Stark at home, telling him that Iron Man is not the only superhero in the world and explaining that he wants to discuss the Avengers initiative.